And now I shall strike you with the hammer of truth about how to get video editing clients. Sir, this is a wire brush. Be gone, fool! Anyway, since now I've wiped out the objectors, let's help you out in those 5 minutes, because I can very much tell you that your life will look very much different after this than it did before. So let's have a real talk for those 5 minutes. How to find leads, how to filter them, i.e. see if they're a good fit for you or not, how to actually edit the sample for them, and then how to craft a personalized message to send out to them. Because when you're starting out, if you're anything like me, your biggest problem is probably gonna be where the to find the leads that I need, so I can actually get clients. Sure, after a lot of thinking and a lot of time, this is the list that I managed to reach eventually. But the best ones that I have found by far were the first two, because there are some problems when it comes to the others. Some of them need for you to have a following prior or have had past exposure or other clients in the past that you've worked with. So if we're talking about just pure cold outreach, then you can't beat those first two. Now, how you filter through those leads, because sure, that was my second biggest problems at the time. I had leads, but now how do I know if they're actually a good fit for me in the long run? The easiest frame I found for doing this is take an objective look at their work/content and ask yourself, would this be something that I would watch naturally and in my own free time? Because if so, then you're pretty much halfway there. It's why no matter where you look, you will never find a video that is edited by me about Minecraft or Fortnite, because I just don't like the content around these games. Well, unless I was paid stupidly high to edit them. But it's not a bad segue into our next point, which is pricing, which is probably where the most number of deals break down eventually. It's not uncommon for someone to show you a video that is an epileptic seizure of effects, sound effects, styles, and animations and stuff, and then tell you, hey, how about $5 and a nice compliment to go with it? And you're just here like, bruh. So it is something that you have to scope out a bit before deciding on it, because unless you know someone's past, it's pretty much a Hail Mary. But who knows, you have to have some good assumptions. Maybe they're a CEO, they have business experience, maybe they worked with a creator in the past, you just don't know. So it's basically just a big gamble. So for best practices, here's what I do when I'm starting to work with someone new. I get 50% upfront, a deposit on whatever we decided on for that first project, that I almost never veer away from. I have never had a bad client in the past when implementing this, and keep in mind that I have worked with about 24 people now. The only bad stories or times where I was pretty much scammed is when I didn't do this upfront. So take that to heart. The second sign is to just look at the production quality of their past work. If someone has semi-decent lighting in their videos and a semi-decent camera and mic, it's probably safe to say that they care to invest somewhat in their work/channel. And lastly, you know, that background thing I mentioned earlier, some of the people that I have worked with in the past didn't have exactly huge channels, but they already had a business budget allocated to that work. So we were pretty much able to start out working on good terms without any problems. So it's not a 100% kind of situations. You just have to judge it based on the information and the person that's in front of you. So now we have the leads, we qualified them, now it comes time to actually edit the sample for them. And you can apply this anytime as long as they have had some video of them posted somewhere on the worldwide internet, or even just a voiceover. You would only really get stumped here if the person that you're dealing with has never had an online social presence. But it's not that uncommon. I mean, before I did this, I had zero online visibility at all. I dare you pretty much to find any video or picture of me that isn't on my Facebook in the past, I don't know, 10 years. But if they have a raw video out, then that's probably the best case scenario you're gonna have. But in either case, you're just gonna take a video of theirs that is already out, that you reasonably believe you can do a better job on editing it. You will take it, cut it up, remake it into a nice little sample for them that is tailored to their style of work and videos that they have already published, and then just give it to them. Using that as the lead magnet that is about 20 to 30 seconds long. Now I'm sure you may be asking yourself, is that really necessary? I'm telling you that it absolutely is. The conversion rate difference between doing this and not doing this is tragically hilarious. If they don't give you a direct yes, then at the very least they'll give you a very polite no. A kind of like, hey, we already have editors, or we're not looking for an editor right now. It's better than just being ghosted and ignored. So don't skip this step unless they have literally no voiceovers and no videos on the whole wide world internet anywhere. Don't stress it out if the first few samples are taking an extremely long time. That's pretty natural. After the first few reps, you'll just get more comfortable, and after you make presets and customizations, then it'll go even faster. So don't stress about it. And finally, the cold outreach DM/email. Now, there are two ways you could do this. One of them cheeses it a bit, but the other goes the extra mile, and that's the one that I recommend. I have this checklist beside me that I use whenever I'm creating an email to send out, but the general wide brush strokes are: be casual, don't be stiff, don't come off as too salesy, and just be an honest person in trying to help them and offer them value. Think of it like you met a lovely stranger in a grocery store and then you're reaching out after to just reconnect. Talk about a video of theirs that you watched, maybe something that they posted online, how you liked it and why, maybe what it helped you with or what you enjoyed specifically about it. Say how you could help them with your skills, send them the sample to show that to them, and say any other people that are similar to them that you've worked with in the past. What you could tangibly improve about their work, what you see that is kind of missing or lacking in some areas, maybe the benefits of putting out content if they're interested in it, giving them back more time, making their videos look better, them being able to automate a very time-consuming aspect of content creation. Say that if they're interested, then you'd be happy to hop on a call with them. Link them your portfolio, send a Calendly link with your free appointments, and well, the rest is up to them. Just don't forget to put the sample at the end and wish them a good day. As I will as well by pointing you to this video about explaining that lead list I mentioned earlier in better detail, and this video is more about the time management aspect of things. If you like this, then sub so I can reach 1K by the end of the year, and bye!